Hey guys, and welcome to Frostweave cloth farming. This is part 1. Generally I've found the best place, if I get rid of that, generally I've found the best place to farm Frostweave cloth is here, which is called Naxxramas. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I have pronounced things wrong in the past. So yeah, it's fairly simple, but it's kind of I suppose you could say lengthy process to explain. So basically, you want to come here to the raid, which is here, in Dragonblight, in right next to Wintergrasp. It's in Northrend, and you want to right-click your character and your character picture and set your raid difficulty to 25 player. Only do this if you are geared though. You can probably do this at like level 85 to 90. But if you're level 85, I'd recommend doing this with somebody, because you will get absolutely destroyed. It isn't, obviously it is built for 25 player, but it is for like level 70s. I think it was level 70s, yeah, level 70s. So, no, level 80s, sorry. Yeah, so, because it's Wrath of the Lich King. So, as you can see, we've entered it, and we are 25 player. Obviously, this is a raid. This isn't a dungeon. So, we want to go into the first room here, which you need to go into this part because, as you can see, this is the actual military quarter. Because if you go out here, as you can see, the not the military quarter. Sorry, you want to go into the plague quarter here. So you want to turn around, go into here, and I'm just going to summon my imp and use my Grimoire of Sacrifice just to get my DPS up. There we go. Let's buff myself up. Right, we're going to start taking some of these guys out, just to polish some of them off. And basically, you just want to work your way through the raid, and you just want to, at the end here, just kind of go into this little blue area where this boss is. So, I'll show you in just a second. And as you guys might know, but if you don't, it's cool, you can only clear basically raids once a week. So once the bosses are dead, they're dead. So I kind of wanted to do this when I had a fresh week, so I can actually show you guys what it's like to kind of well basically how you have to do it with full. So it's a fresh week, so I've got all the bosses and everything here. So I'm just going to work my way through these guys really quick. There we go. Now you'll find really, as far as I know, you won't get many or any. Yeah, you'll get very few Frostweave cloth from these guys, as you can see. But we're gonna head our way up to here. Now, if I can avoid these, then I will. Yeah, I can. So we're gonna head our way up to here, and kind of, I'm probably gonna get attacked by these things. So there we go. So get you up. Knock these guys down. Get you. Now, generally for this first boss, I'd just recommend saving up your if you play in Warlock, saving up as many Chaos Bolts as you possibly can. There we go. This guy's immune now. Right. There we go. Yeah, just saving up as many Chaos Bolts as you can. Obviously, you have your ability down here, which is Shadow Burn, which will allow you to, which you use right at the end of when something's about to die. You use Shadow Burn, and as you can see on my character, I've got them burning embers there. It basically it'll use one of them, but if within the time limit, if you actually manage to kill the enemy, then you will get about 2 or 3 burning embers. So it's kind of worth it if you're low on burning embers. Whereas here I'm not. I'm kind of just stacking them. Also, what's good about this raid is that you have things like this which you can disenchant, which are very useful. So that's good for 2 professions. There we go. We've got more of these guys. We will get to the general gist of this in a second. But as you can see, we've already collected 8, which is very little actually. That's next to nothing what you are going to collect once you get past this this thing here. So you are going to go out with, I'm not lying, you are going to leave this raid with a big chunk of Frostweave cloth. I am not joking. And probably a good chunk of things to disenchant as well. Well, you'll see after this anyway. But I'm just going to knock these guys down. There we go. There we go. Shadow burn. As you can see, if you was checking there, you'd see it to refill my burning ember that I used. Now we're into the boss. It's fairly easy. I tend to just nuke him. Then he'll spawn a few ads. Then you'll kill them. Then he'll come down. You nuke him again, etc. So I'm gonna use that on him and get my all my buffs sorted. There we go. Now I should deal a big chunk of damage to him already here. There we go. As you can see in my DPS meter there, I'm dealing over 200k a second. So because I've basically used all my buffs and things, so I'm dealing stupid damage to him right now. Here we go. Let's knock you down. There we go, he spawned his ads. He will, in a second, probably jump up the top there, so I won't be able to attack him, which you may see in a second. But I'm just going to keep on him here because I want to knock him down as much as possible. Let's get some chaos bolts on this guy. I may actually be able to kill him in one shot, one thingy here. He's spawning some skeletal warriors. But generally, as you can see what I mean, because you're going to get all these things attacking you. So if you're a level 85, you are going to need... Oh, we did kill him in one shot. Nice one. And we got some bits here which you can disenchant. Let's have a look what we actually got here. It's all leather. Yeah, it's nothing. That's pretty nice as well. But unfortunately it's a mace, so I can't use it. Yeah. Anyway, so, as you can see, we've killed the boss, so you won't need to worry about killing the boss again. Awesome. This is the bit you want to be doing. So, basically, you want to clear this full room. Like, it's a little bit harder on 25 man, I've noticed. But this is the room that's going to drop you all of your stuff. So I just tend to just use my Rain of Fire on them all. But this is the room that is going to give you all of your Frostweave cloth. It gives you crazy amounts. And you just want to basically pull all of these things. You want to pull all the bats, all of these mutated grubs, all of these plague beasts. You just want to pull everything, as much as you can handle. Depending on how much damage you can do and what your gear's like. Obviously I'm a cloth wearer, so I can't take as much as maybe a tank could. A tank could easily pull this full room, and probably more. So, but me being a cloth wearer, as you can see, I'm already losing a little bit of health. I'm going to shadow burn these guys. I'm just going to spawn myself a health stone just to give me some health here. Just in case I do get quite damaged. Let's take these guys out. And we're going to pull a few more just up here because we're at full health again. And we want to pull them right to the end. Let's get you guys. Right. Let's get some Rain of Fire on these guys as we pull these a little bit more forward. They're better to pull in bigger chunks. Because it's just quicker. But if you want to take this slower, it's all up to you. I just do it for quickness. But depending on how slow you actually want to take things, I'm going to get these just in front of me there. There we go. Depending on how slow you want to take things, it's all on what you think you can handle. I'm not picking anything up yet because I'm going to pick them all up at the end. I'm going to focus on pulling everything first. Purely because I can walk back. And I need to walk back anyway. So when I walk back, I can pick up all of the loot and we can see what we get. However, that isn't it. So let's pull all these. There we go. Pull these last guys here as well, and that as well. Let's give myself a bit of a heal there. As you can see, this is what I mean by if you might need some help. I'm level 90. I'm only a cloth wearer, but I deal quite a lot of damage and I have quite a lot of health as a warlock. However, I'm losing a considerable amount of health, so you might want to just kind of be careful on what you're doing. So we're gonna start picking some of these things up now. As you can see, we are getting a stupid amount just from that one set, a stupid amount of things, amount of sets of wool. What have we already got? We've got a set of 20, set of 16. There we go. Let's put all these here. So we're gonna watch these all fill up. There we go. Getting some bits here to disenchant as well. I don't quite like everything being in one bag, so I'm going to move these up here. And then we're going to grab you. There we go. Sweet! So this is the lengthy part, which is just basically where you have to walk back. And here you basically just want to pick up all of your equipment that you've that you've got, and you just want to walk back out of the instance. However, you're not done there. So I'm going to fast forward this part, because, you know, who likes watching somebody walk out of an instance, and you can listen to some cool, awesome music that I edited somewhere. So, yeah, I'm just going to pick up these last bits, and we're going to walk out of the instance. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so we're back out of the instance. As you can see, we managed to get 4 stacks of 20 and a stack of 11. And I managed to sort out my bags just so I've got things to disenchant. Now what you want to do is you want to go to your raid difficulty. You want to reset it. And you want to set your raid difficulty to 10 player. Then you want to walk back in. Now basically, here you can do exactly the same thing, apart from what's awesome is that because you've already killed your boss, you don't need to worry about killing the boss again. However, you are going to have to kill any kind of last little enemies that you'll see. As you can see, there aren't actually any here, so that's kind of lucky. So we're going to keep walking forward, and we're going to walk up to that same room that we was at. So I'm going to keep walking down here. Now, I'm not really 100% sure as to why there are no enemies here, actually. However, I don't know whether it's because it's a 10 player or just simply because I've already wiped them all, but there was some actually left, so it could possibly be that it is because it's a 10 player. However, as you can see, this is one of the rooms that has reset, and this is the big room where we get all of our Frostweave cloth from. So, once again, and as you can see, the health is considerably slow, like much lower. Before in the 25 man, it was like these mutated grubs had like 104k health, so you can pull a much larger chunk of them because for one they deal less damage, and I can actually just buff up here to basically make me pull up more, and so yeah, they deal so much less damage and they have so much less health, so they're all like a lot more easy to kill. So you could probably get away with like almost pulling the full room. For me, I'm just going to keep healing myself just to make sure I don't drop too low on health. But yeah, I'm just going to pull this full room here, or attempt to, when I feel like everything's getting a little bit too much, like here possibly, because I'm losing a good amount of health now, very quickly. So I'm going to keep healing myself, and I'm going to knock these guys out. So just kind of judge it on how many you want to pull. It's all kind of... You'll feel when you won't be able to pull any more, because you'll be getting slowed, and you know your health will be dropping a lot faster. Again, we're getting so much more stuff here, so you want to keep pulling the rest of the room, as you can see. And we're almost done clearing this room here. I should be able to finish pulling the last of them. There we go. Let's grab them all. There we go. So as you can see, it's kind of... It wasn't complicated to explain, but it's a big raid. You know, there's a bit to it, but it's kind of easy one. And then it's just simple because you can just keep going out and resetting it, and then you know coming back and doing more. So it's kind of cool. I'd say it's kind of cool. There we go. Let's pick up our last bits, and then we'll have a look at how much we got. So I'm going to start walking out of the raid now, and I'm going to explain on what we've got here, and I'm going to pick up all the last little bits. So I've almost pretty much got two... Let's have a look. At the end of this, we should have a good chunk, easily. I've got 2 full rows almost of 20 Frostweave cloth. Let's pick up these. A good amount of stuff to disenchant, so I can start enchanting things, because I need to get my enchanting level higher. I'm not going to lie to you guys, my enchanting level is abysmally low. It's about the same as my tailoring level, which is fair enough, but not when you want to start enchanting your items to make your gear better for, you know, when you're doing when you're doing flex raids and stuff like that, and your heroic raids. So I'm gonna. Oh, I've already used that buff, haven't I? So nice one. So we've got, as far as I know, that's them all out of my bag. So we've got all these things that I can disenchant here. I have almost 2 stacks, 2 full rows, sorry, of 20 Frostweave cloth. Whether you want to use them for tailoring or whether you want to use them for selling in auction house, depending on how much things sell in your on your realm. But yeah, this is one of the best ways to do it, I feel. However, there are other ways, but the problem is this may be one of the best, but it's also one of the most, I suppose you could say, demanding, because you do need to do a good amount of damage, especially for the 25 man. 10 man not so much, but the 25 man you need to be well geared, or at least have a few people with you. So it's really good, and I'd say fairly fast. However, you do need to be pretty well geared to solo it. However, here you can simply just reset it and redo it again from 25 man and then back to 10 man, etc. So I'm going to end this episode here. This is part 1. I'm going to show you some of the other ways you can collect Frostweave cloth. So thanks a lot for watching, and remember to like, favourite, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you later. Bye.